So as I said here, this has been my strong conviction that nowadays, for all young generation like you, okay, there's a necessity, or there's one of the strong factors which we should have is a very stable business environment. So this is the first question we should ask ourselves: is it that, are we going through such a stable business environment as such? So unusually, even though we are passing through such a situation, but yes, what I can tell you with a strong with the confidence and strong conviction that yes, there could be, there is, has been a phase which you are going through. You can say, okay, yes, the way we face the dark of the day, okay, the sun sees down, and again the sun comes up. That likewise, it's a phase which we are going through. Every day, if I question you, and the sun goes down, right? So there is a dark. Okay, yes, but why there is a dark? End of the day, why there is a dark? Obviously, yes, for giving rise to a very sunny day next day. That's why the sun has to go down. There has to be such a phase. Yes, but sometimes happens that sometimes the phase of darkness is slightly bigger, slightly longer also. That's where we're definitely going through. But yes, we should look forward for the most sunny future for the day. Yes, that day is not so long. Okay, that's what I feel very strongly. For making any such a business environment, there have to be, it has to be a first slide only, earlier one.
Yes, sir. This one,
Yeah.
sir.
So there has to be, yeah, thank you. There has to be a mix of certain factors. Definitely, yes. It cannot be, cannot happen out of the blue as such. So what I feel that there has to be a supporting political and economic factors to happen this, so that it would attract the people who are brave enough to dare into and to become a young entrepreneur. That's what I feel. So there is a small statement which I have mentioned here. According to a Randstand, is a monitor, or he has surveyed this. He has taken a world survey. What it says that in the context of specifically Indian atmosphere, um, 83%, surprising. I'm surprised. 83% of the workforce, that the entire workforce is from all colleges like you. Okay, they are very keen. They are very keen not to go to any 9 to 5 jobs, but they are very keen, excited enough, okay, on the verge to become entrepreneurs. That's why such workshop, such event will definitely add value to this whatever aspiration you have. Okay, so having said this, if you can look at the climate around us, when I'm saying this, earlier when I'm saying this, please allow me to discount the phase as of now. The discount which we are going through is unusual. So if when I'm earlier one, yeah, thank you. Even though if we discount the phase which is unusual, let us discount this, okay, but otherwise you'll definitely see that the situation has never been better than this. So my all young friends, that please assume yourself very fortunate that we are from this generation, very lucky, very fortunate enough, okay, to have all such inputs. So that's why this is one of the events that which has come to you, has been arranged to boost your morale, to boost your efforts also. So what I could see that yes, the climate has never been better than this. Never better than this. Okay, for whatever any idea, any business idea, what you have. Okay, the times than this have never been better in the past. That's why not to try this? Why not to try this? Okay, so what earlier? Please maintain. Yeah, thank you. So to create awareness for all of you to create any idea, and again to start from the scratch and convert it into such a venture, which would be a very all-time high. Okay, to give a certain shape to all your aspiration. Okay, this is the timing. This is the most appropriate timing. Okay, so to prove this and to add to the value to this entire system, who is not supporting? Everybody, all these professionals I mentioned here could be the experts from all the industries, government also, surprisingly, administrative setup, all. So fortunately for all of us, at every stage in our ventures, the support system is available. Support system available, so that we will never have a feeling that what to do now. I'm stumbling now. I'm stuck up, which would never happen. So for all you, if you open up with your first step at every step going forward, there is an effective supporting system available as well. Okay, so you should not stumble at the first step itself. If you are on the first step itself, there is enough support system available for you. Okay, next slide please. So in line with this, next slide please. If I can have a next slide.
Yes, sir. Sir, I'm giving you the remote control, sir. You can do that.
Oh,
From
thank
your
you.
screen.
Thank
Yes,
you,
sir.
sir.
Please bear me for this.
No
Yes, sir.
issue. No issue. So I can share myself.
Yes, sir. You can share yourself.
Okay. So I hope this is visible.
Yes, sir. This is visible,
Oh,
sir. Yes,
thank
sir.
you. Thank you. So in line with what you think, you may think, "Ki kya sir bol rahe? What is this, sir?" But this could be a feeling. This could be a feeling in practical feeling, yes, because you are yet to see the outside world, all you young people, right? But this could be feeling in you, sir. Okay, fine, all said and done. But for all youth like ours, we assume ourselves as a red blood youth, and full of enthusiasm. But once the moment we are out, so we may be facing the world like uh, the full of hurdles also possibly. So where we have to meet a lot of officials, okay, and do a lot of paperwork. Suppose even if the small project report could be worth of 1 to 1.5 kgs as is, or there could be something called as license Raj outside. So many papers, so many documents, okay, running from pillar to post before we get something as such. So friends, yes, this could be a thought process, but I'm here to give you a big comfort as such. Um, Thankfully, the days are changing. Definitely, days are changing, and there has been a massive change in the outside world. So, who say whatever the support system I'm talking about, there has been massive change. There has been phenomenal changes, and you'll experience this. This is what comfort I wanted to give it to you. Okay, so whatever, even if at government, let it be a state government, also your own state government. What I'm talking about, other state government also, the days are changing. There has been challenges, there has been fulfillment, there have been accomplishments to fulfill at every level. So whatever could be your mind. Okay, so uh, face this world outside also with full conviction, full comfort, and the system is there to help you out. I'm quite sure something, that's why I mentioned here, something called as ease of doing business. It has to be, and that's what this government mean it. That's what the okay. Somebody is not able to view the slides. Mudassar, just take.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay.
I'll just
Thank
do
you.
that, sir.
Yeah, thank you. So before. Can I share the slide myself so
Yes,
that
sir. You just click the mouse button, sir,
okay, I know.
on the screen, sir. You can
Okay,
just
let me try.
share
Let
that
me
thing.
try.
So you have to accept the access, sir. I've given the remote control to you.
Fine, fine, fine. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Let me try to do that.
So I'll just do that from here, sir, for now.
Fine, fine.
Okay, sir. This is the slide you want to talk, sir?
Yes, but now I cannot see.
No, you cannot see, sir.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, sir.
I hope this is visible to all my friends. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we are at the slide. So what I was trying, friends, what I was trying to refer that everywhere at any administrative authority, administrative level also, there has been a strong spirit of making the things easy. That's why this has not remained just on the paper, just on any communication, but each and every community, each and every authority at government level, administrative level, any bank, any institution, they mean that yes, we are here we are here to provide ease of doing business. That's why the comfort what I wanted to give you is outside the world, whenever you entered, whenever you kickstart something, so you should feel happily that there is really a ease of doing business. So whatever we had in mind, absolutely changing. Okay, so this one more comfort I wanted to give you, so that this could be not only a comfortable solution, but some sort of happy start of your venture, whatever you have in mind. Okay, whatever hovering in your mind. So let it be a moment soon to convert all these your feelings, all your aspiration into reality. That's what I think. Okay, that's why gently nudging aside all state-owned policies. Definitely, it has started. Okay, this is a small comfort I want to give you, because I'm facing this now. I'm a witness. I'm a near close witness to what other things happening around. Okay, so with this, there are certain inputs which I wanted to give to you, very in brief, just pinpointing all this, touch base on all this. Okay, certain thing, and I hope should not come to you as a Bol Bachchan Giri. Okay, so these are all practical views, you can say, you can take it up. So okay, any
Yes.
idea, any viable idea, any tangible idea in your mind, okay, which remains as a dream in your mind. Say what are the basic things which we need to do, certain points. Okay, so this is what is you, this is what I can see you. Yes, this is nothing but a brainstorming for you, right? And this is the way to start,
Yes.
seriously, sincerely, collaborating amongst you. Okay, coming out of some ideas, very serious thinking, sharing the ideas, and of course again coming out with something actionable. Action, that is how it should come out from this. Okay, so let us see what how it should be.
Yes, sir.
Few things, very basic ideas, but this is what it should be serially and sequentially happen. That's what I feel. Okay, so starting from the idea, yes, the idea is always there in mind, but we need to identify and specifically address this. Yes, this is what finally I decided to go ahead, and then again, putting this idea into the world, we should look at the target as such. So this idea, if I, at all I'm going to implement this, who could be the target segment in the world? Okay, so you are not the person, you are not the authority who would like to address the whole world. No, okay, this is, you are not meant for the whole world, there are other people. So you need to understand the exact target segment of the society and decide the market size for whatever product you have, any idea, any commodity, okay, any services which you are going to provide. What could be size as such? We need to, having decided this market and its size, quite congenial, when convenient and favorable for you, you need to analyze the environment as such. This is what. So very practically as such, okay, God has put before this environment now. Okay, so we are the perfect person who have gone through the environment. Okay, so I'm given this environment, we must see as to, given this situation, these favorable factors, what would be the competitive advantage I have, how best I can take the advantage. Okay, so you have to single it out. What are the factors to have competitive advantage, and how best I can jump on this, right? Then let's come to more practicality. Having studied the market, having studied your own strength, okay, own strength and all your own ideas, you need to decide a structure, legal structure. So give shape, the proper shape as such, as to whether you'd like to start as a sole proprietor yourself, or as I shown you, whether you'd like to a collaborative attempt wherein the people, the participants, or maybe your friends, well-wishers, who are like-minded people. Okay, like-minded people who are sharing the ideas, who have it's their own skills, how we can come together and collaborate the idea. So that's, and through this, how the legal structure will come into place, right? Then once you are ready with the legal structure, yes. So major part is over. Now you have the platform is created by you. Then you are on to get some formalities. So this is something I would say, this is a homework, basic homework for you. So you need to get certain permits, certain registration, certain formalities to be done, and also there are certain legal compliances also, legal and you can say regulated compliances, regulations and something that we need to do, so that we will add to your platform. Your platform will become a stable platform now. So you are there in the world now, okay, to face the world. Then I've added this very unique feature which was not there earlier, yes, because now the time has come. The today's generation, as which I could see that they are very strong about their own feeling, own ideas also. That ideas, that processes, or that process idea what you have, you feel that yes, these are very unique. I hope that this has nobody has thought over on this, and I need to whatever idea I have need to be protected. Need to protect. You must feel that yes, I must have my exclusive right, my exclusive phenomenon on this particular idea. So yes, this is where the IPR comes into picture, and there has been laid down procedure for this. So what I feel strongly that whatever idea you have, there should not be any shortcuts which any miscreants should create. So you must have your lawful right, okay, and equal right for on your idea. That's why you must go for IPR registers also. Then going ahead, there are certain people, resource providers. So you must have the formal arrangement with this. Okay, so formal arrangement in the form of some contracts, or this could be MOU, some agreements also that need, so that at 11th hour should not be any misunderstanding. To get it more clear and more you can say transparent, and should not be, it should be hassle free also. Coming up to this stage, the very high point for you, I'm being a banker, so that's why I can put this in that way, that yes, for getting your project, for getting your idea along ahead, uh, you cannot go away from the bankers as such. So as I'm not mentioned that you need to open your account, but yes, starting with opening your account with any banker suitable to you, you should develop your relationship. You must have a bondage with your banking asset, which will help you in a long future. Okay, in the long future. So whatever uh, as a service partnership, because always I treat a banker as a service partnership as such venture also. That's why I have mentioned about banking relationship. And of course, yes, you have learned a lot of things in your colleges. Basics are very clear, but yes, having understood the technicalities, having understood the administrative abilities, okay, your own skill, uh, you must you must know something called as financial basics. Some basics you may have your mind, but there are certain financial basics, so that whatever idea you have, it will add to your commercial skills. So having perfection to your technical skills or technological skills, I feel strongly that you must know something financial ideas, at least where your business is running, where it should go. So somewhere roadmap of your business venture on commercial grounds. So definitely yes, everybody here would look forward something, not only reputation or respect in the society, but something called as vitamin M. Okay, so we cannot go away other than vitamin M. So for a better understanding of vitamin M, financial basics are required, right? So having understood the financial basics, you must have a framework of capital structure. So to kickstart your own venture, what could be initial capital required? What is structured? You need to see that okay, I need 100 rupees. So out of this 100 rupees, how much I have? So you must look at yourself as this, how much some sort of initial capital I have, or my partners, my stakeholder I have, and in addition to this, how much capital I need to borrow from outside. So what are the additional funds which I need to get from outside world also. Okay. So once you decide the capital structure, so somewhere you need to decide the taxation also. Even though I must tell you, the taxation may not be an hassle for you for initial hours. So thanks to this government, they have made, even if you have gone through the news item yesterday also today. Okay, this government has made taxation absolutely hassle free. Okay, so this is a happy time for all of us to enjoy the taxation also, which was never there historically, right? So even though taxation burden as such would not be there initially for all the startups, for all the startup entrepreneurs, but yes, try to understand as to when the phase will come that I need to go for this also. So you yourself, or maybe along with your stakeholders, you may have to seek the advice, some resources from your consultant, chartered accountant, or what else. Okay, then um, you understood financials, everything. Okay, so a lot of inputs with you. Now you need to think over as a part of your roadmap as to when I can break even. I have a very stable idea, valid idea, but think of it that at what point of time it will cross over. Okay, so these are crossing lines where having put all your efforts, all your pains, all your money, all your capital, okay, pains, you must know the point wherein you turn negatives into positives financially, commercially as such. So that point you must be knowing that this is the point where I will break even, and beyond this boundary there is only profit, and only profit. Vitamin M will show the good color beyond this. So you must know the break-in analysis, the point at which you must break even. Okay. So these are few points, few more before we come to the end of the session. Yes, another very valid point, as such. I think I discussed this at a length in our training programs and seminar also. But at a stage where you are, okay, you have a lot of thoughts and you are very clear. I'm really proud to see the clarity in in the minds of these people, in the young people, that they are very strong. They are very convicted. Yes, I have a business idea in mind, definitely, and this is what I want. I would like to go ahead. I have my directions and my roadmap very clear. But yes, at the same time, not only for yours, but to give a valid shape, to give a constructive shape for your ideas. Okay, there's something called as business plan. So this is a stage at which you have to jot down, you have to sequentially jot down and structure something called a business plan. So this business plan not only will help you to have a direction for the future, but also this very much required for the stakeholders for the entire the outside world. So not only you and your stakeholders, this business plan needs to be well understood, convinced, justified by all the stakeholders. You may be required to go ahead and pitch for funds for equity participation for other world also. So for them, the business plan will have a very creative effect. Okay, so this is the way you must prepare your business plan and go ahead. Then getting ahead, what to do with the business plan? Okay, so the business plan has to be a bible for you to produce before all concerned, for those who are really keen, who are interested, for showing the inclination uh, in your business idea, your venture. Yes, so for them that could the point. Yes, decide. I'm absolutely okay with you. Okay, not only that this is just on the paper, but yes, the direction and the team building for what you have and your aspiration for the future should be enough to raise your funds easily and value yourself. So this is the point at which you have to produce that what could be my future valuation. So you have certain values right now, but you should be in a position to create, to pose, showcase your valuation for the future. That would make your fundraising exercise quite easier. Okay. With all these exercises done, okay, sequentially, gradually, one by one, this is the point you should kickstart actual activity. Okay. By kickstarting, what I mean that you are at this particular activity could be in the form of some manufacturing, could be in the form of providing certain services, okay, whatever. Let me give you assurance that yes, it's not merely its manufacturing unit or manufacturing activity, but equally to provide certain services where you have comfort, where you have expertise also to the world, equally important. And that is how the outside world, the stakeholder also give the priorities. Okay, but this has to carry certain something called as QC, quality control, quality measures, and of course your measures to deliver to the world. What are your plans to deliver so that the next action starts now? Here, so from here onwards, our trade cycle is started. So cycle is on way, galloping faster, galloping. Okay, so not only you will kickstart the activity, manufacturing, your stock is ready, your services are ready for deliver. Post delivery, this is very important point for all of you. You must think from that point of view also. Yes, it carries a point, it carries a valid point for your future prospects. So as to ensure for your future prospects, you must have a strategy as to what could be a post-sale servicing, and always have a philosophy to always seek proactively the feedback from your all your customers. This will add to your network. This will definitely add to your network phenomenally, right? And finally, of course, you must expect this, and you'll feel happy. That so I have done all this. Where it is ending up to, where this ending up to is yes, something gaining in your hand. So you're not on the bank account, but your wallet should become heavy, warm, hot. That's what I mean as a real action. Okay. So so what through this what we have discussed is the trade cycle, some homework. After the homework is done, you successfully start up your activity, and we should end up the cycle through realization one. M factor should be. Okay. So these are few points which I want to share with you. Okay. I hope I'm not overstating my time or budget, but few points I'm not going to explain this, but for few things, few checklist for you, some checklist for you, certain checklist. Very simple words. I'm quite sure that this is not a any bol bachchan giri, but
No, sir,
uh,
not at all.
yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
So this is nothing but your, yeah. Thank you. Just 2 minutes, if you permit me.
Yes, sir, please.
Thank you. So this is your mirroring yourself. You keep the mirror yourself. Okay. You look at yourself and start talking yourself. What I am, what I am, what is thing I have, and am I clear in my concept? So
Yes, sir.
ask the question yourself. Okay, and then answer yourself only. These are all small questions to yourself, so that from here onwards your action should start. And please, my humble submission to all of you, please be sincere yourself. Never try to cheat yourself. If you have that philosophy, then you'll have a lot of strategies to cheat the outside also. I'm quite sure you are sincere, dedicated entrepreneurs at this stage. So this exercise is for all you. Mirroring yourself, showcase yourself, pose some questions yourself, and come out with a strong conviction, clear confidence. I'm quite sure that you'll come out. That's why lastly I mentioned whatever plan you have. So before you face the world for utter success, that plan should be thorough. Do not do any shortcuts, and you have a comfort of yourself, you have a confidence of yourself. Yes, I planned it here. I would say this is my homework. I've studied myself. Okay, I'm ready with this. Okay, these are the few practical points. It's what I feel. Okay, this is what I wanted to give to you, and certain checkpoints. Of course, I'm going to share this with you also. Certain checkpoints. So having said and done. So these are the basic homework you need to do. So this will be definitely shared with you. And we talk about the legal structure. So I have people small table, nothing to be discussed. These are the choices for you. We call them as a legal as an entities. So what could be the shape of the business entity? Either this could be either your sole proprietorship, could be in the form of partnership, or could be LLP or private limited. Somebody from you who may would like to start in the form of private limited company also. So it's all up to you. And let me tell you that legally nobody can stop you. Okay, this is all your call. Either you can start up as an sole proprietor, or maybe LLP, partnership, or private limited. All your choice. Okay, so these are the checklists for you. Okay, that's all from my end. And finally, one word which I want to express. That's and I strongly believe into this. All you people are there to enter into the world, but your clear objectives not just to put a stake. You you must amplify something good in the world. Think something really big, and definitely you'll come. Aim is crime. Low aim is crime. So you are here. You are here to come out of the world, face the world very confidently, strongly, with a strong conviction, where you are there to amplify something good in the world. Okay. Thank you so much, and all my best wishes. Again, I would like to thank all my young entrepreneurs, to be entrepreneurs. Okay, and all organizers also. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. That was an amazing session. We have a Q&A interaction now. All
Yeah,
the
sure.
participants are
Yeah,
requested to
absolutely.
shoot
I
their
hope.
questions in chat box, please. Harika, can you please do that?
Sure.
Yeah, sure. Mudasir, we have few questions for sir.
Yes, madam.
Sir, first one is what are rules and regulations for starting a startup?
Good question. Yeah, very basic question, and that is the reason what I have put before you. And okay, before I reply this, whatever presentation I have prepared, and
Yes, sir.
this is going to be with you. Okay, so I don't have any intellectual property right on this. Okay, this is prepared. This has been prepared for you. My request to all organizers, if you can share this with all. That's why I given you certain checklist. Okay,
Yes.
and to start with, rules and regulations, I have given it serially, sequentially, and that these are the steps which you should follow. That's what I feel. Okay, just starting from name itself. People say कि नाम में क्या है? No, it matters. These days, name matters because for all entrepreneurs of your value, okay, you are not going to limit yourself to certain your gully. Gully में आप धंधा नहीं कर रहे हो, isn't it? You are going to be out in the outside world. So this world could be outside our country also. So whenever that stage comes that you are here to face the international market also, that time the name matters. May not be in domestic market. That's at this stage itself your real activity starts from the selection of name itself. Okay, let it be not only close to your heart, but please see that how best this has been viewed by the outside world. Okay, so once one name is decided, I have given the checklist. to just to reply to your query, ma'am, this is the serial sequence. This is a sequence through which you have to do this, and this has been reflected on rules and regulations. This is not a final list, but this is an illustrative list, you can say, because there are certain rules and regulations which may be applicable in different states. So state to state, some rules and regulations could be applicable, but otherwise, broadly for any state in this country, this would be the checklist of registration. Okay? And one more thing I may share: the all the young entrepreneurs. There's a small message and small input for you. Of course, you'll be pushing yourself very hard in the world, but at any point of time, suppose you feel that okay, I need some clarification, I need some guidance, I need some advice. So you are all most welcome to approach me at any point of time. Okay, so Nazir and Mudassir, you have my contact number. So
Yes,
this has been something from my end. Any point of time, I would be really love to help the young entrepreneurs at whatever way they require.
Definitely, sir. Thank you, Harika. Thank you, sir, for an amazing session. We request you to be with us till the end of the program.
Sure, sir. Thank you so much.
For this webinar, we also have a panel of entrepreneurs from AVEC lined up for you. And the panel members are Mohammad Nazir Ahmed, founder, YAM Groups; Mudassir Mohsen Johar, founder, On the Safer Side; Ma Soleh, founder, Rambot; Sanden Jokwa Franca Ihoma, founder, Franksa Agro Enterprises; Pavitra Kola, founder, Ashi Foundation; and Hasita Evuturi, founder of Happy Minds. A panel of entrepreneurs will be sharing with you their journey so far, along with their insights on entrepreneur challenges and opportunities in today's world. Dear panel members, each of you has 4 minutes. Our panelist is Mr. Nazir Ahmed, founder of YAM Groups. He is also the coordinator of a club. The club has grown leaps and bounds with his involvement. He is nurturing 5 startups and is popularly called the serial entrepreneur of AV College. Now, over to you, Mr. Nazir.
Thank you, Mudassir, for the opportunity. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm very happy from the bottom of the heart for the gathering, as I know the pain of being alone in the journey with the initial experience of this journey, where I was wandering from thoughts in mind. Don't know exactly what to do, whom to ask, whom to trust, with whom to share. And at times, my sajdas in front of Almighty ended up with great endless tears, begging for solution. But as Mr. Kulkarni sir has said, it was like me talking in the mirror to me that what to do, what not to do, am I going correct? But this had helped me a lot. So you are really correct. That process helps a lot. But now that I found my young brothers like me who are trying to get a platform here, we are provided with a great platform for free and where we get a great guidance and we have many people to share our feeling how to move ahead. But then rises a question, is all this pain worth it? The answer is, if your reason is worth it and selfless, then it's a big yes. If you have reason, type S in your chat box. If you need to find the reason and you want our help for that, type need in your chat box. What is my reason? Why did I become entrepreneur? Myself, MD Nazir Ahmad, grown up by seeing my father in a uniform and listening about my grandfather about his journey as a policeman, and belonging to a patriotic family where the decision was done that at least one in the generation should serve nation by being in an armed force. And am I not afraid for that or am I not ready for it? No, the answer was not that. Did my further getting bullet injuries in the Naxal attack made me to think so? No. Later then I cleared my SSB up to conference level and my only younger brother decided to clear UPSC. Then why did I start and why? A question in my mind that my dad being an employee earning a sum of amount monthly is only able to suppress the need of any relative or friend along with family responsibilities but not able to clear their problems. I was just like cutting an earned apple into number of pieces as required. Then I came up with a solution after fighting hard with myself that teach a man in hunger to catch a fish rather than giving him a fish. The reason of my entrepreneurial journey start is to provide opportunity for the one who completely deserve. To make myself able to give a small hope for betterment of mankind, myself able to give a small hope for my country's future and able to move society in better direction. अरे यार कोई धंधा छोटा नहीं होता बस धंधे करने वाले की सोच पे डिपेंडेंट है so no business is small my dear you just start not boring you further, I would like to know you about YAM Groups. It's a platform to bring multiple startups to network and provide minimum business opportunity to withstand for initial stage of business to go ahead. We provide here collaborations. Here we are planning for a elevation of the idea to come into action. I can say that we have 6 different ventures and we are planning for the 4 new one. I could also add that having 10% of 1 lakh, is it audible?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is. It is.
yeah. I can only add that having 10% of some crores of turnover company is more good than having 100% of a 1 lakh turnover company. So, my dear friends, come ahead, share your ideas, not only at AM Groups, with anyone that is available who is worthy enough to share your pain. Entrepreneurial journey is a sweet pain. Feel it and move ahead. Thank you, Mudassir.
Thank you, Nazir. That was indeed a great message. The next on our panel is Mr. Mudassir Mohsin Johar, founder on the Safer Side, a psychologist, poet, writer, and is committed to strengthening mental health and hygiene. Over to you, Mr. Johar.
Thank you so much, Mudassir. Ironically, I'm also a Mudassir.
Yeah,
Can you take me to the first slide?
yeah.
The next one. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I love being here. Uh, Before I begin, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I am a poet, a writer, a psychologist, a founder, a blogger. Just the one before this, Mudassir.
Yeah.
You might be wondering how come a psychologist, a poet, a writer, or a blogger becomes a founder. I specifically asked them to create this one panel just to show you that on the road to entrepreneurship, nobody is left behind. If your idea is valid enough, your profession holds no bar for you in taking the first step towards entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is basically you having the capacity to enterprise within whatever resources you have, to capitalize on what's working and double down on your successes, and to be very steady with when it comes to your uh, whatever setbacks you're having. Now, uh, going to the next one. I started my on the safer side groups along with a few like-minded friends and colleagues from all over, where my idea was to impact and disrupt the psychological scene in India. Here, I believe that being safe is better than being sorry, and precaution and prevention are always better than cure, where cure is better than treatment. So living, you can think of this in some ways of insurance policy, but not everything can be insured, right? So in that way, you might have to proactively take few steps to make sure your mental health is on the safer side. Going to the next one. Here is a bit about the entrepreneurial challenges and opportunities that I saw uh, before I started up. You might see that I have written down a list of 22 words: idea, validation, feasibility, guidance, mentoring, production, marketing, distribution, execution, investment, and finance. These are the first 11 words that come to me when I think of entrepreneurial challenges and opportunities. And idea is the challenge, and idea itself is the opportunity. Likewise, validation itself is the challenge, and validation itself is the opportunity. So if you are someone who has an idea, getting into entrepreneurship is your opportunity, while also starting up and having your own foundation or your own company or your own firm, getting an idea itself becomes a challenge. That is the same for validation or feasibility or guidance. If you think you need mentorship in life, then entrepreneurship is your perfect place to start, right? There are a lot of mentors available. There's a lot of guidance available right now. We just had Kulkarni sir, who helped us and gave us such a beautiful insight in his keynote address. Similarly, you can just pick up any one of these words here on screen. I hope these are available to everyone later on as well. If you're struggling with finding a USP, that itself is your entrepreneurial challenge and your entrepreneurial opportunity. USP is your unique selling proposition, similarly for your business model and your targets. So, my friends, I would really invite you all to take your first steps toward your entrepreneurial journey and join our club. Reach out to us. All our members are available at your service to help you out throughout your journey with whatever resources you need and assistance we can offer. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mudassir. Over to you.
Thank you, Johar. That was an amazing and exciting journey. Mr. Johar. Joe also, by the way, happens to be an ex-student of AV College and was the founder of AV College Humanitarian Club. Lined up, we have Moz Soleh, the founder of Rambot and Solace. This young Bangladeshi entrepreneur from Delhi Public School is also a member of a club. He has started his own NGO cum charity called Solace that is doing great work towards providing relief in the present pandemic. Over to you, Mr. Maz. Mr. Maz?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I'd like to start off by saying that I have not prepared for this. All my words will be coming from the heart. Okay? So
Sure, Maz.
I'm going to start by saying that entrepreneurship is hard. Okay? And you'll face a lot of difficulties on your way, especially when you're young like me. And I believe everybody else here is younger and everything. So I'm just going to start by talking about my journey. I'm going to introduce myself. I'm Mazdan Saleh. I'm only 15 years old and I'm from Dhaka, Bangladesh. So I'm going to start about how I became an entrepreneur or started the entrepreneurial journey. So it happened at age 13 when I started reading self-help books and started watching some movies about entrepreneurship, like The Social Network, where, you know, Mark Zuckerberg's story, everything. All right. So, and then I thought that getting a job and working all your life, that's not what life is about. Life is about adventures and everything else. You have to enjoy life. And entrepreneurship will help you do that. It will help you achieve your dreams. And it will actually make you successful. So my first startup was Format Agency, which I started with my friends to make logos and everything. For clients, and it was quite profitable, but I walked out of it to start my charity, the Solace Foundation, which is still up and running now. And one day I wish to aid revolutionaries all around the world. So my upcoming startup, I'm excited about it. It's Rambot. Now Rambot is is an online store where we sell gaming accessories and everything. It will have a sort of a drop shipping system. That's going to be terrific. So I'm going to talk about the difficulties I faced while becoming an entrepreneur. I remember I told my mother, she got angry. She wanted me to get a job and everything. I told my other relatives, they got angry too. They didn't want me to be an entrepreneur, but I started anyways. And trust me, it's going to be hard. The road is going to be hard. But once you get the fruit, you'll know that you're successful. You'll know that you have achieved what you truly desire.
Soleh, you have 1 minute more.
Oh, okay. Now, I'd like to wish you all the best of luck on your journeys. And I want to thank Mr. Nazir Ahmed to help me in my journey to success. Thank you.
Thank you, Soleh.
Yeah.
That was a great speech. Now I'd like to invite Ms. Frankie, founder of Sunday Agro Products. She's one of the international member of a group. This Nigerian entrepreneur is looking to transform the present scene in agriculture industry. Ms. Frankie. There is a network issue with Ms. Frankie. So let's move ahead with Hasita Ivaturi. Now I call upon other member, the last but not the least, Ms. Hasita Ivaturi is the founder of Happy Minds. Without further delay, I will hand over to you, Hasita. Hasita.
Thank you, just said. I'm really happy to be a part of
Hasita,
this.
you're not audible.
Just give me a minute.
Yeah.
Am I audible now?
Just no, not right now.
Oh,
Yeah, please continue.
yeah. So it gives me immense pleasure to be a part of this program. So I would like to thank the Entrepreneurship Club for giving us this opportunity so we could come here and share our journey. So my name is Hasita and I'm a BA Psychology student, just finished with my second year and going to the third right now. So if I were to say how I started with this startup of mine, I'd say it was just a small project that we did for a course. So the course required us to do a small project, design it and execute it on the ground level. It talks about social entrepreneurship, which means you create a social impact, work towards removing a social issue while doing your own business. So I felt that it was a very nice way and the perfect way to deal with the problem of mental health. So the idea of this startup is that we want to make mental health more accessible and affordable for everyone, because currently it is seen as a luxury and not everybody can access it. So that's where we want to get. But while designing the project and we were trying to execute it on ground, we understood that in order for people to understand its importance and seek help, first they need to understand what mental health is. So we put aside our main agenda and then we started towards working in the mental health awareness field. So for the project, we went around a few schools talking to students about how mental health is important and how they should handle themselves better. But the results took us by surprise. Like when we went to 2 to 3 schools, we had a few students coming back to tell us that they were going to drop out from school, but now they're considering continuation of education because of the program that we conducted. They said we are so inspired that we want to take on the challenges that life is going to give us. There were a few other students who said we are so depressed and we are contemplating suicide as well, but then we are so inspired and it has given us the courage to face life. So I thought this should not stop as a small project that we do, and I then began doing it full-fledgedly. So in the past 1 year, we have been able to reach around 15 to 20 schools, and we have done various number of awareness programs. Yeah, so when we were going to scale up, the lockdown happened and I didn't want the lockdown to dampen. Yeah, so on the screen you can see the different kinds of programs and the feedback that we got from students. So just when we were going to scale up, the lockdown happened, and I didn't want lockdown to dampen the spirits of this program. So I came up with a digital platform. I designed a website for myself and started extensively promoting this cause on the social media as well. And the response has been quite encouraging. And we've also started with this thing. It's a blog. So I'm a blogger. I've turned a blogger in the lockdown, where I post weekly articles on my blog talking about the various general aspects of human life from the psychological perspective. And we see that so many people are finding it helpful. And now I am really happy that I got this opportunity to share my journey with you all. And I encourage you all to reach out to us, to reach out to the Entrepreneurship Club as well for any kind of assistance that you require. And a very big thank you to the keynote speaker as well for sharing all the amazing inputs. There was certainly a lot to take away from what Sir spoke. Certainly, I learned a lot. And yeah, so it'll be really nice if you could reach out to us offline as well. And thank you so much for having us all here. Thank you so much.
Brilliant, Hasita. That was truly a wonderful, amazing insight. Thank you so much. What a fire in each one of you. With this, I'd now like to conclude the students panel on entrepreneur challenges and opportunities. And I hope that this inspires many more of our viewers in the audience today to not just join our club, but to hopefully begin their own startup and the entrepreneur journey soon. I'm sure you're all listening. But I wish you to remember, an entrepreneur is like a fire. It warms those around him, but he burns himself. For if he can't bear the flames, everything turns to ashes. If you agree, please type agree in the chat box. Our student panel has provided warmth in the cold climate. With these warm hearts, let's move ahead. Money doesn't make money. It's capability that makes money. And that capability is composed of strategy, skills, and system. To make you much aware, the next segment of today's webinar is an amazing talk titled Minding My Business by our resource person, Ms. Krishna Sharma. Among other things, Ms. Krishna Sharma is also the director of Backbencher Solutions LLP and one of the esteemed resource persons for our club. I now request Ms. Krishna Sharma to take the floor.
Thank you, Mudassir. Am I audible to everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. How can you tell if someone is an entrepreneur? Any words from anybody?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, how do you tell if someone is an entrepreneur? Very simple. Don't worry, they will tell you themselves.
Yes.
I also come from that category, and that is why I got this opportunity to share with all of you talking about minding my business. Namaste, I am Krishna, Sutradhar of Backbencher Solutions, a student of nature and creator of Silk Veda. It's an Ayurvedic range of personal care products with a mission to create a community with the practices of holistic living. We talk about living life, but here with Silk Veda and Backbenchers, we talk about celebrating you as a person, and that only can be done by yourself. As exciting the term entrepreneurship sounds to everybody, the history and geography of the term dates back to about 20,000 years. And with each growth and a change of era, there are lessons to be taken away to work upon. I really appreciate this opportunity to be talking to all of you, to be sharing my takeaways while I have been trying to establish Silk Veda and Backbenchers and collaborate to create some more interesting journeys for others to talk about while people create their own destinies. Some of the points that I wanted to talk about were, what do we say when there is chaos? What are the kind of figures that we're going to be talking about when we say business is happening? Is there any art and style of working, especially when it's a startup? Can there be a goal, or do we need a goal post? Whose time is it anyway? And if there is a stumble or a rumble, whose is the responsibility? How do we go about it? In the fine print, don't miss it. There are points to be remembered and forgotten as well. Can we move on to the next slide? A lemonade seller was standing one day and trying to sell lemonade. The previous slide, please. There was a customer who happened to walk by, and he was curious that you are selling a glass of lemonade for 3 rupees, but you are saying that if someone was supposed to have 5 glasses of lemonade, he would give 30 rupees for the empty glasses. So the man was very curious. He said, what do you mean? This is no way to do business. But the customer kept asking, and the lemonade seller said nothing at all and kept saying, just try my lemonade. After a while, he drank all the lemonade glasses, especially 5 of them. And he said, see, in 15 rupees, I have managed to have 5 glasses, whereas you're telling for empty glasses, you're going to be paying 30 rupees. So the lemonade seller said, I'm an entrepreneur. I got you curious to try and have my lemonade, and I got my empty glasses back. That is the whole spirit of entrepreneurship. The entrepreneurship is all about the spirit and your idea, but it is also about how you communicate it to people around you. And also, while you're working to communicate it with others, you have to be working on to understanding what is it when we talk in terms of 1H and the 5 Ws. The 5 Ws are principally talking about who is going to be doing what, where, when, and why. But there is a scope for a discussion because you want to reach out with your idea to the community. And that is how. And that answer has to come from within first for yourself. Can we move on to the next one, please? Next one. Thank you. We all want to be speakers. We all want to be doing a talk on TED Talks. But we also know, as many startups that start out, there are a lot many of them which fail. The reason for those are they're not just figures in terms of numbers, but it is all about people. The startups will always have sales which will be different from what it is for the established companies. But when we are working and when we start out, we need to be knowing the holistic situation, as Mr. Kulkarni had also mentioned previously. We need to take our time to know who our customers would be and will they pay for what we have to offer. How are we going to be engaging with them? We need to be doing a Pareto principle application for our ideas. Delight them, because at the end of the day, any customer would want to be surprised with what is in the offering for you. Remember, if there is a takeaway from all this engagement that can happen with a customer, it will make your product viable, but it will also make you popular. And that's what is going to get you to a TED Talk. Next one, please. While entrepreneurship is tempting, it is challenging, but there are going to be times, the previous one, there are going to be times when you are going to be wondering, what do you do? How do you go about doing things? And it's going to get really hard. The one previous to this? Okay, sorry, go down to the next one.
Yes, ma'am.
Thanks.
Is this the one? Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, yeah, okay, thanks.
It's okay.
Everybody has certain notions of working which may work for you and may not work for somebody else. That is why the best practices have to come from within for yourself. But definitely delegation is not an answer for it. Collaboration definitely is. When you are starting out with the business, when I started out especially, we realized as a group of friends, we all had ideas, but at the end of the day, we each one had our own specific ways of doing things and getting the results for it. And that is why it's important that when you start out, you take responsibility for your own share of the pie, work towards it, and then collaborate with each other. And while the business grew, try and understand what are the best processes or designing processes for the business, because there is no standard format for it. Next one, please. Friends and family will always buy any product that you are going to offer. And it is a tempting proposition when we start out. But when we try and do things, we realize over a period of time, we need to reach out. So if we have a goal, we need to be sharing about it and talk to people about it through the media. The digital media is an advantage that is definitely there for all of us in today's time.
You look so.
Request the participant to just mute their mics.
Any product or service is only going to work when they are able to see you, they can find you, and they can reach you. Your ideal clients are the ones who are going to teach you what is working for your business and what is not working for your business. So don't wait too long when you want to reach out to people, and don't wait definitely too long polishing your product or your services. क्योंकि जो दिखता है, वो बिकता है. The goals should have a deadline, and someone has to be responsible, even if it is for your own self. Can we move on to the next one, please?
Yes, ma'am. Is this the one, ma'am?
Yes. It's tiring being an entrepreneur. It's a 24/7, 365 days mission that you set yourself upon. Suddenly you forget there are Sundays and Mondays. You forget there are days, but you know the hours that you're putting in to establish whatever your idea was and get it out to people. But don't forget, you do need that cup of tea. You need family and friends just to unwind. Pick up a hobby, very important, otherwise you burn away. But definitely not getting on to a screen time again, because that is what you're doing while you're trying to set up the business and engaging with people. So you need to do it because the mind needs to switch off. It's a mind game. And the subconscious knows that any day better than what we think we know. I think Asita would completely agree with me on that account. The subconscious is what helps you sort out any of the challenges that might be around. Can we move on to the next, please?
This is the one, ma'am?
Yes. There are speed breakers. We can lose money. We can have lack of funds. Suddenly the friendship evaporates away. There would be blame games. There is a loss. The sale hasn't picked up. The numbers don't show. There is delayed response. Who is supposed to be responsible? Do we get into a blame game? No, we don't. The problem is always the difference between what was the expected level and the current level at which we are. The goal was there, but did we really work out everything? No, we have to be adaptable to unpredictable events and conditions. I think the pandemic right now has been the best example. And in terms of other things, when we started out our work, demonetization happened. It was tough overnight suddenly to be working with farmers and everybody because we really didn't know what was happening around. Similarly, over here, there is so much of uncertainty that people don't know. We all want miracles. After all, we are human beings. But it's crucial that we try and work out how we can be better prepared in the future. We can't stop now. We can't give reasons to put a pause which is extended. If there is a problem, let's try and figure it out and solve the right problem. Is it about the product? Is it about the timelines? Is it about the delivery? Is it about the quality? At the end of the day, as an entrepreneur, we are the guide to an experience of our product or service, and it is not anybody else. Next slide, please.
Is this the one, ma'am?
Yes. Confucius very correctly said long back. There are 3 ways to learn wisdom. Either by reflection, which is the best. By imitation, we all have ideas. We don't need to reinvent the wheel, but we can innovate and work onto something. But do we really want to imitate? It is the easiest, but it is not long lasting. Experience, which is the toughest and the most bitter, is the best way to get something going because you make it easier for yourself. And that is what creates a success for you and for anybody who's going to be starting out on this journey of being a creative entrepreneur. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Krishna ma'am, for that lovely talk. Harika, do we have any questions from the participants?
Yes, Mudassir, we do have a few questions for ma'am.
Yes,
the first question is, ma'am, how different are the Ayurvedic products from the other products and what's their impact?
Okay, the Ayurvedic products that Silk Veda does, we spoke about celebrating you. So we do very specific seasonal range of products. We do not do all year or around kind of products. And as per the season, the products change. The herbs are as per the season. And the farmers and the people who are involved in it are also working on a seasonal basis. So the product range changes. And obviously it is as effective for the season as it should be for anybody, understanding the different kind of skins. We work essentially for the younger generation, people who are more open to experimentation and who are trying to understand themselves. So the smells that we do are also concocted to work on balancing the chakras. So we are, quite conscious about the fact that we are giving back to the community of creating positive vibe people with our products.
Ma'am, there's a second question for you.
Yes, please.
Are there any COVID-19, how do you see the hotel industry in view of this pandemic, its impact on the industry?
The pandemic has had a very bad hit on the hospitality industry. We were supplying to some of the resorts. We haven't been supplying in the past few months since the pandemic started. We do not see the business reviving for the industries easily for the next 6 months till the time we understand how we can deal with it, because it's a closed area when we're dealing with rooms and the hotel as a whole. So about 6 to 8 months before we start seeing any regular consistent business building up.
One
Thank you.
last question to you, ma'am.
Yes, please.
What is the role of HRs in shaping the organization's future?
A crucial backbone, part of the backbone while building up an organization. At the end of the day, they are the ones who understand what is the vision and the mission of the company and get the right kind of people put across to support making everybody row in the same direction.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.
Thank you, ma'am, for the
Thank you.
lovely talk. Guys, I'm sure you all love the talk of ma'am regarding the startups and entrepreneurs. With this, we have come to an exciting part of today's webinar, online launch of 4 startups belonging to the members of this club. Over to you, Nazir.
Thank you, Mudassir. Firstly, we have AV College MBA first year student Mudassir Ahmed's Yam Foods digital platform launch. Mudassir, can you share a few words about your startup and your inspiration behind it?
Muhammad Nazir Ahmed.
Good morning, everyone. This is Mudassir Ahmed back with you again. So this is Yam Foods, my food venture. I thank AV College for giving me this opportunity. So let's have a quick view about the Yam Foods. With an intention to provide a directional strategy for the growth of unorganized sectors and traditional businesses in food sector, which will help to uplift the living of many dependent people by giving them the real market the food items deserve. I'm coming with a plan to go digital is an output of damage which I felt in all sense because of crisis situation of COVID-19. I'm sure every one of us have gone through this COVID-19 pandemic, and we have, as ma'am have said, hotel industry has been hit, and as an entrepreneur faces a battle right from the initial start of the stage, whether it may be decision making, whether it may be collaborating with other ones, whether it may be to start, whether to accept money from relatives, friends, family. Many startups have faced the end in recent times. It is death of teams, it is death of chance to increase, it is death of employment in the country, it is death of country's GDP, it is the death of young talent. But if you feel it is a chance to learn from the situation, it is a real talent in you. So I give you now the digital platform of Yam Foods, www.yamfoods.in. I thank AV College and AV Entrepreneurship Club for the wonderful webinar and giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Now I request Honorable Kulkarni sir to please launch the digital platform of Yam Foods with your blessings and few words. Kulkarni sir. So there may be any small problem. All the best, Mudassir, for your digital platform launch. Let's move ahead. Secondly, we have AV College BCom third year student T. Prabhudas startup Yono Stores. Prabhudas, can you share a few words about your startup and your inspiration behind it?
Yeah, Nazir. Is it audible?
Yeah, please continue.
Okay, guys. First of all, good afternoon, good morning, everyone. I'm Prabhudas from AV College. The AV College has given a great platform for me, which helped me to grow my business. Actually, I really thankful for Mr. Nazir, who helped me a lot in starting this business. So I just let you know about my stores. Yes, the Eno stores reach your city. We have started Eno stores. Um, As I said, our store try to reach all your necessities. At present, we are facing a huge pandemic situation. So we have to face this situation. So for facing this situation, we need more immunity power. And so we are thinking to supply some immunity boosters which help us to gain some immunity to fight the COVID-19 virus. So we are at present we are offering some products like honey, dates, green tea, jam, etc., which helps our immunity. So we will introduce the other products too, like groceries and other accessories, etc., etc. So actually, uh, we just want to give all the other things in our store itself. So at best prices, which will help the all others to save their money, etc. For making spread of our store, we are taking help of my college students and other friends, family, etc. Actually, the AV College has given a great platform for me, and it is helping for me in a huge way in making spread of my business. So we are looking for some investors to add some financial support to our business, which helps us to reach our
Hopefully,
aim
Prabhudas.
of our
Yeah,
store to enter into
hopefully.
the agriculture sector. Yeah,
Yeah, hopefully you'll get the
yeah,
required help. Wish you great wishes from you.
yeah.
And I would like Ms. Krishna ma'am to please launch the Unistore digitally and wishing a great wishes for him.
Yeah.
Great wishes to you, definitely. And I think it's a wonderful platform that you've created over here.
Yeah, thank
Announcing
you,
the
ma'am.
launch. Can we have the logo once again on screen for everybody to see and remember? Stores for everyone over here. All the very best to you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you, Prabhudas. Dear
Yeah,
audience,
thank you,
chat
Najib.
box is, yeah, welcome. Dear audience, chat box is all yours for giving best wishes to our dear young entrepreneurs. Next, we have G. Venkat Chaudhary startup, CV Raman Institute of Maths and Physics. Venkat is an alumni of AV College MSc Physics 2018 batch. At this Institute of Physics and Maths, he plans to use an interdisciplinary focus, focusing on conceptual understanding. Unfortunately, he was not able to join us today. We wish you all a best wishes, my dear Venkat. Next, we have Mohammad Muslim Ali, startup 9 Colorio. Ali is pursuing MCA from Institute of Information Sciences, Bangalore. Ali, can you share a few words about your startup and your inspiration behind it?
Thank you, Mr. Nazir Ahmed. Am I audible? Hello? Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, Muslim, you're audible.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Nazir. And first of all, I thank to AV College that they gave a lovely opportunity to speak something about my new startup. So basically, 9 Colorio is a web designing and web development company. So we started in the last year due to of pandemic, as everyone was facing the new startup companies and new small scale industries were facing to sell their products and sell their self on their digital platform. So we thought we came with an idea to promote them on digital world and so that world known them. So basically 9 deals with the web design and web development, which I already mentioned before, but also work on the graphic designing like logos, posters, cards, banners, etc. Also, we work on on-page SEO and social media marketing so that the small scale industries and the customers can easily get the ranking on the Googles also. On the other hand, the 9 Colorio also works under the vision of web-based company to develop the web application websites on different platforms. Due to our pandemic, many of our small scale industries, which we also coined as India Unique, the owners, they also were badly affected by the lockdown process. They're lacking with the, hello? I'm audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
Yeah, thank you. So they were lacking with their digital platform to do their marketing, selling, and tracking nothing. So we, as they were these people of our country who run their business in single-handedly, become their structure themselves. So the 9 Colorio created a package which includes. So now what the small scale industries do. So we created a whole package where the small scale industries can get a website, web applications, logo, and domain name, hosting, everything, all the stuff which comes under the web application. We give them in the form of package. So they do not need to do anything. So we will start from the page creation like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. From there to we will provide a website or web application in the hands of customers of their small scale industries. So in the light version, this is what I call a 9 color row. If you like that, so if you need a more queries about the 9 color, you can log on 9color.com and you can feel free to ask any question.
Yeah, it was great one. I would like to respected Mr. S. Raza Khan to launch 9 Colorio with your best wishes for the young man for his awaiting journey.
Yeah, many congratulations to Ali, and I hope to
Thank
have
you,
a
sir.
great success. Go and grab the sun, rest in the moon, and have all your success in your life. Good luck, best of luck to our
Thank you so
future
much, sir.
millionaire. Please wish everyone, please
Inshallah.
on the chat box, please wish good wishes to our future millionaire.
Thank you for doing the honors and all the best to you, my dear Mohammad Muslim Ali. You set off like an arrow. Either you hit your mark or keep flying in vain, but there is no turning back. All the best to all the startups and hope you will all get the required support to do and don't from our next session. Now for the final session, a lively talk of Mr. S. Raza Khan, who will be sharing his perspectives on startups from all investors' point of view. The majesty of a real leader is greater than a mountain likewise. His burden is just as great. A man could get crushed if he wasn't strong enough to carry it. Without further explanation, the floor is yours. Sir, the one who deserves the meaning of the sentence.
Thank you for your kind words, Najir. I'm not sure I will be able to justify those your kind words, but I will try to do my best. I also assume I have not have that much time, so I will just give a quick background. Thank you all the speakers who have been and all the participants, all the future entrepreneurs. I would say all the future millionaires who have who have been with us. My name is Sahib Raza Khan. I am founder and CEO of JumDG Solutions Private Limited. Basically, I do all kind of technical things that a software engineer do. And before moving further, I would like to thank everyone for hearing each other. Basically, in this COVID situation, we all have joined from our home and we have a lot of distractions. But till the end, like we have the same number of participants what were there when we started. So I hope like this is going to be really helpful for everyone. And with due respect to Kulkarni sir, today I really got some input while your session was there, and I learned that every time in our life or the entrepreneurship journey we have to go to the basic every time, because basic is what will help that helps basically to build our business or do anything. Specifically when he was mentioning the things, right, that how tightly we are integrated with the outside world, because without outside world we are nothing, and without a entrepreneur, this world is nothing. Because a scientist do a great invention that is get used by everyone, but entrepreneurship, in my perspective, it makes everyone lives easy, right? And specifically I would like to mention about Masala. I think his age is 15. Probably at that age I was looking for my 10th class board exam result, and at this point of time he is really, I mean, he the way he have been, I hope he have surrounded by good people, good thought, and I wish him a lot of success in his life. uh, really sorry we were not able to hear you much due to time crunch, but sure, like in the next session wherever I would get a chance, I would love to hear about you. Now
Thank
I would
you.
also add, I will also add one more thing, like about rule and regulation about setting up a business. In your business you are your boss, and that doesn't mean that you don't need to do like everything on tomorrow. So every day, you have to do your things by your own. So set your timeline first. Along with the plan, your timeline is also important, and try to achieve your timeline by yourself. If you fail to meet your deadline, your investor pull out their money. Okay. Now when we and like entrepreneurship is like a ocean. You can do anything. You can you can have any idea, you can implement anything. Basically you don't have any boundary here, right? And you know, when you go on Google or you go to a lot of seminar, people will always talk about their pain. You know, in the entrepreneurship seminar, you know why they talk about their pain? Because if they talk about their happiness, you know, you will think your path is going to be very easy, but it is not like that. So they always talk about their pain reason, so that you are motivated to take it. I mean, you are prepared to take it, basically, I would say. And like now I'm actually coming to my topic, which has been given to me. I mean, I would say, like, which have been selected. It is like, what is the investor perspective on entrepreneurship? So uh, basically, I have started my career as an employee. I was working for a reputed organization, and you know, one fine day, I was having my juice, one of the juice shop. I was asking about his stuff, all those things, right? Then I came to know, with a 10,000 of investment, that guy is earning 8,000 per day in front of a IT sector. Now that was the point when it was first clicked into my mind to invest something. Invest something means in such a small business, actually. And actually I opened a juice center and I ran it for, you know, around 1 year, and I got a good profit on that. And that was my like starting point of my investment. Because, you know, I was doing the job also. I would not lie here. I was doing the job also, and in, you know, you cannot do two jobs basically when you are working in an IT company. But that was the point when I started investing in the thing. So from juice center to like GemDG solutions, it was a long journey. I was having a lot of pain, a lot of friend, a lot of things. But at the end of the day, when I look back, I realized that everything is worth, as mentioned by one of our ma'am in the session. Now everyone wants to become the entrepreneurship. Now here, let me just talk about the investor. So who are investors? Basically, an entrepreneur is also an investor. So anyone, you know, who want to allocate capital into your startup, into your agenda, and to have something, you know, good return of money or good return of financial on a long perspective. So basically they are the investors. Now what do they invest? They invest their time, they invest their money. And sorry everyone, I have a slide, but I don't want to go with the slide. I will just talk about it, if please guys don't mind about it. Okay. I have logged in from US. It is almost 12 midnight for me. Okay. So coming back to my topic. So, you know, these any investor, you know, they help to start up your business. They raise capital for their business. Now startup can also elevate their capital from other sources. For example, you can go for a shareholder funds, you can go for a long-term borrowing. When you say long-term borrowing, means you can get money from the bank. Now you can put your current liabilities into your journey. You can go for a public fund. So all these are kind of investors where you can look for. But not many investor will be consonance with the idea of investing in a startup opinion. You know why? Because everyone fears about failure, and we should be fearing about our failure. Because without that thought, you cannot get your success, because nothing is easy. Now, some investor would have, you know, lackadaisical attitude as to not to fund the startup, whereas some would love to like invest in your ideas or love to invest in your business. So whenever you are going, or you are going with your idea to anyone for their investment, if they say no, just have a smile on your face. Because you because they might not know what is you are representing. You know, all in the whole world, everything has been originated from an idea. So whatever you think, the first of all, I would say, like, just believe in your idea, just believe on your thought process, just believe on your business plan. Don't ask to everyone, are you going to success, are you not going to get success, what will be the time required to get success. You know, when you start asking these questions to your family, friends, relatives, it means you are doubting yourself. So first clarify in your mind that whatever you are going to do, whatever is your idea, whatever your business plan, that is correct. And you will be able to achieve it by any means. You just have to follow the correct path. And nothing comes like it, like, to have an apple, you have to plant a seed, you have to wait for 2-3 years, then you will get the fruit. Similarly, every business, every entrepreneurship is like the seed. Today you will start your journey, you will have a lot of struggle, you will have up and down, and then one fine day you will be able to get your fruit. Now, what is the role of an investor in any startup? So basically the investor, if you're going to an investor and if you see the investor is providing you capital to start the business, he is also willing to assist you in your business plan. And if they are profit oriented, so if they are profit oriented and they are also planning your like investment, how you are going to invest in your business plan, what will be profit. If an investor is doing all kind of these things, then you are at the right place in front of a right investor for your business. It is nothing like that. It's a both responsibility of an investor and the business planner or the entrepreneurship. They're dependent on each other, because one is putting the money, the other is one is going to make more money from that money. So basically they both kind of dependent on each other. Now, in other words, they advise you to manage the funds accurately as their own money is at stake. Now, they always aim at a long term return. So if they talk about you that okay, 2 years, 3 years, don't get afraid, because if a good investor, they always thought about the long term return after 2 years, after 3 years. So if you see that your business is going to grow in the next 2 years, and if he is investing a small amount of money, he is going to get a good return, then please do remember, he is the one who is putting faith in you. He is the one who is putting trust in you. He is the one who is putting everything on you, because money is going to make the money, that's true, but no one is nowadays, no one is going to willing to invest money. So don't think about all those things. Whenever you are going to an investor, if he is talking about long term return, please go ahead with it, because it's a both way profit, in my perspective. Now I will try to wrap up my session here, but before wrapping up the session, just 2-3 points I would like to cover it. I mean, to all those who have just got a guts to open their entrepreneurship journey during this our session, and they just started their business, I would like to mention you guys have already won your half the battle. Okay, because in this situation, COVID-19 situation, taking such a decision is, I mean, it is kind of always winning a battle. Now please do remember that there will be a tough journey ahead. I have seen it. I have seen it for 5 years actually, but I never sat down, I never settled down. That might be the reason that I might be sitting in now US. I would say it's not a kind of pridely I am saying, but I am saying it very proudly, because that's the thing that have pushed me every day to be here. Now, when I started, I always thought to do my business from, US. Now, there is another thing I would like to mention to everyone on this Independence Day. Place to be financial free in your life, with a particular timeline. I would say if you want to achieve a financial freedom in next 5 years, in next 6 years, make a note, put it on a wall and see it every day. Otherwise, you will keep thinking it, you will not be able to do it. So please bound yourself with timeline, with whatever you want to achieve, and place yourself to be financially free in next 5 years, in next 6 years. That's all from my side. If there is anything wrong or I've said anything incorrectly, please forgive me. I'm sorry about that. Over to you, Najir.
Thank you, sir. That was indeed an important information. Hope everyone have got their input. Harika, do we have any questions from Mr. Khan?
Yes, Mudassir. So your first question is, what do investors look for in entrepreneurs?
Okay, so the first thing they will look for your idea. your idea is unique or not. Still, if your idea is not unique, your idea is copy pasted, they will look. Copy pasted means if someone is already doing it and you also want to start it, they will see how you are going to implement it. What is your plan to achieve it? If your implementation plan is better than the other one which is already there in market, for sure they will invest it, because to be success in your business, you need a plan, and it has to be solid with a bound timeline. So investor always look for two things: your idea and what is your plan for the return, basically.
So we do have two more questions for you. The
Yes, yes.
second question is, what is the best way to pitch a business to investors?
Best way to pitch a business to investor. I would say, I mean, there is no best way. For me, I have pitched one of my business in front of a coffee shop, talking to someone. I don't know the name also. So there is no good way. If you know someone that is really interested that is aligned with your thought process. For example, if you want to open a shop, if someone is willing to someone is also willing to like open a shop or invest something in shop, then you have to reach to the right people with a proper business plan, and basically what will be the return, what is kind of investment you want from him, how you are going to return the money, and how he can be ensured that you are not going to do any kind of fraud. So these things are really important when you are going to pitch any business plan to any investor. And forget about, I would say, the big portion of money. An investor can be from 1,000 rupees to 1,000 crore. So don't bother about it, and don't think about what will be the best idea. Just be yourself. The confidence should be there in your eye, and it should be aligned with your business plan. If you're not confident, no one is going to invest. So before investing, personally I would say, before investing to any of the plan, I first invest in that guy who have brought down the plan to me. So that's really important. I
So
hope
one
that
last,
clarify the question to the guy who have asked it.
yes, sir. So one last question for you. Is entrepreneurship risky?
Is entrepreneurship risky? Okay, risky. How can I define it? We have been listening to all the peoples. They, in some situation, I was listening to the ma'am. I don't remember the name. His journey started. He wanted to do something good for the society, and from there, her journey got started. And when you talk about risky, risk is everywhere. Where when there is no risk, there is nothing, basically. So yes, there is a risk in entrepreneurship, but when you have got a plan, different plan, you can mitigate the risk. So if you want to open a shop, for example, then have a plan B also. If that shop is not going to work for 1 year, 2 year, I will change my business and I will have this one. Now, if see, like personally, I would say, like I have been talking to Najir on this. If you start your career being an employee, you can never become a business. You can never have your own business, because this monthly peanut, you will always try to have it on time. Now, if you start your career uh, from a business, with a small business, I would say you can never become an employee. So it is really important to understand the risk that you are taking. So I was hearing to this Najir. He started his from someone from job. Now he have on his own business. So he took a risk. Now that risk is giving him a fruit. So yes, there is a risk, and you should have a mitigation plan before starting any of your business.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir. I would now request participant to switch on the cameras for gallery photo from the host. Please switch on the cameras, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, there's an important announcement. I request participants to switch on the camera for gallery photo frame from the host.
I believe we can stop the screen share.
Thank you everyone for cooperating with us. I would request now Dr. Vinita Sharma, ma'am, to share a few takeaways of participants on behalf of faculty advisors of the club. Vinita, ma'am.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Dr. Vinita Sharma, faculty from Department of Business Management of this college and one of the faculty advisors for this club. As a faculty advisor, we all, actually 4 of us are there. We feel very fortunate to be associated with such energy, enthusiasm and talent which has come across to you all also. And it has been a remarkable experience for us to be a small part of their initiatives, explorations and journey. As mentioned by Mudassir earlier, registrations are open to all students from all colleges. We request you to join us. And why should you join us? Well, for entrepreneurs, this can be a launch platform for you. Your college might right now not have one. You're all aware, India has launched satellites for 33 countries. Another plus for you is you can use our social media pages of the club to promote your business. And you just met few of our resource persons with whom we arrange interaction, need-based. There's a whole lot of sharing going on. You have Nazir of YAM Groups. He's nurturing about 5 startups. Okay. When you're finally ready, we also help you pitch for investment, guide you to the right platform where you can make your pitches. And for those of you who are not yet ready, but as one of our resource persons said, want to enjoy life, student entrepreneur actually, Mars, that if you really want to enjoy life and want to experiment with it, please come join us. You get first-hand exposure at freelancing with these startups. Of course, you can validate and fire test your ideas here. And lastly, I would like to say, it was an interesting conversation I had with another entrepreneur of our club, Mudassir Johar. He was sharing that in his time in AV College, he had started an AV College humanitarian club. And through that, they did a lot of work, including the Kerala flood relief work. And he was saying, per se, let's say the club is there, not there tomorrow. But I have taken from it a lot of organizational skill onto my resume, a lot of endorsements for my LinkedIn profile. So dear participants, here's your opportunity. Join us, develop your skills, get endorsements for your LinkedIn profile. Registration links are available on our pages. Mudassir will guide you how to go about it later. Thank you, one and all. And thank you, Mudassir.
Thank you, ma'am. We have provided the registration form links on the chat box and the feedback forms as well. I would now like to invite Mr. Nazir Ahmed to present the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Mudassir. Yeah, it is indeed an honor to propose the vote of thanks for this webinar. First and foremost, I would like to thank Mr. Kanchan Kulkarni for making time for us from his busy schedule to bless our webinar for giving the keynote address. Sir, your address will be remembered for a very long time to come. The valuable pointers and the suggestions given by you shall be held in the highest regards by all members of our AV College Entrepreneurship Club. As you know that I always remember you for the great thoughts which you have given to me, and you know that I trouble you a lot asking for suggestions, and I thank you personally for your great patience. I would also like to thank Ms. Krishna Sharma for her talk on minding my business. Ma'am, your inputs and insight were excellent, have been well received. They will be a great assistance to all our young entrepreneurs. And I need to say again, I just learned from you, sir, and Raza Khan, sir, that the patience is a key thing required for any entrepreneur and anyone coming to such a platform where they look up to you. Thank you, ma'am. Thirdly, I would like to thank this opportunity to extend my sincere most appreciation and my vote of thanks on behalf of everyone in attendance today to Mr. S. Raza Khan for letting our budding enthusiasts know more deeply about the true affairs of events in the practical world. Your input and continued support has always meant a lot to us. Yes, as you said, no business is small. It's just about to start and experiment. I thank all the participants of today's webinar for joining us here today, as I also take this opportunity to thank our chief patrons, Mr. K. Raghuvira Reddy sir, Dr. K. Gautami ma'am, and our dear faculty advisors on behalf of all the members of the AV Entrepreneurship Club for providing us with various platforms, inputs, and encouragement in our initiatives. Guys, please remember there is a great opportunity from the club, so please get use of these opportunities. Last but definitely not the least, a truly heartfelt thanks to the organizing committee members for their time, hard work, and effort in organizing these webinars. I do agree that there were some mistakes. I hope with a great heart you will all forgive that and remember this as a great event. Thanks a lot, and I request you all for the standing ovation for the national anthem.
I would request you all to please just fill the feedback form that will be provided in the chat box soon. If you don't find it there, we also have the WhatsApp group. We'll be forwarding it to you there. Thank you for your presence. Thank you all.
Thank you, everyone.